Hi guys, I'm Kristen. I am going to try doing this. People were wanting to see what it's like stitching on uber tiny stitches, so I figured I would give it a shot and see if I would be able to film it. This project that I'm working on, it's called Rainy Wedding by Leonid Afremov. And it is a 56 count fabric that I'm stitching over to. It's kind of a little bit more than that. I think it ends up being 34 stitches that I'm able to do over to. So I very much do those tiny stitches part of it. As you guys can probably tell, it's a lot slower than doing smaller count parts of it, because it is a lot more fine. But at the same time, it ends up with a really cool kind of product at the end of the day. Part of the slowness is also the fact that I'm doing this in a different way or a different position than I normally do. So certainly that adds to the challenge of it at the end of the day. I'm also using my left hand to not get shadows in the video part of it, which doesn't help me. My left hand is definitely not coordinated in the same way. So it just takes me a little bit longer to be able to do this. I am unusual for me sitting on the floor to do this, just because it was the easiest way to get all of the setup to work. I am probably not going to do this very often, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. So it's probably just going to be a short for now. Maybe I'll post something longer at the end of the day, but give you an idea of what it looks like. I think one of the big ways that I do this, once I have a little bit established in the project, kind of do it based on the other stitches as opposed to actually looking at the fabric for the holes. I don't know if that makes even any sense, but the stitches are the ones guiding the picture. Sorry, I had to do a bit of a rotation, so hopefully I can get my right hand to be the one doing the work as opposed to the left hand. To see what we can do here. It looks like having the light might work out better for us. Let's see if this makes it happen. This is just the light from my phone, so it is kind of directly above the project, which helps my eyes for sure. A lot of people ask whether I use magnifiers, and I do not. This is all straight with my eyes. I was thinking about cheating as I was doing this with you guys and doing it using my phone view, but that ended up being extra work, and my eyes were even less coordinated than they are right now, or my hands were, I should say, more, for what that looks like. So as you can tell, I probably switch hands a lot more than what most people do. More than anything, that's for my shoulders, because I do stitch I'd say probably higher than what most people do. It's not the most ergonomic for sure, but it gives my shoulders a rest. It gives my hands kind of a little bit of a relaxation point to be able to do that. As I said, this isn't going to be a long video. It's just me kind of showing what it looks like to do it this small, and I think I might try filming kind of what some of you guys have probably seen, but that I have some necklaces, or a necklace that I've made so far, but I've been working on building out some patterns for what those look like. And how to make them for my tiny stitches. So that's on 56 count over 1 kind of parts of it. So gives you a little bit of an idea of some of the other ones. This one is like I said, probably 68 count, but it's over 2. That will be smaller than this, which will take another layer of figuring out how to make the filming of it work, which I didn't have in me for today to be able to do. This is, oh, I'm hitting things, which doesn't help. This is a project I haven't actually worked on in a really long time, so I'm kind of rusty with it, to be fair. I'm trying to make it so the shadows don't hit you guys too hard, though. Hard to tell. Usually I just have like an overhead light that's able to do it, but this is giving shadows, which then makes finding the holes a little bit harder. Especially because I'm working in a new area, or one that there isn't many stitches, to be able to say like, oh, this is about the right size that stitch is supposed to be, right? So I definitely don't use an exact science when it comes to this size of stitching. It's very much more of a that's about right kind of version. Hit you with my head. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna call it quits for here. I got, I don't know, maybe, let's see what Pattern Keeper says. Let me mark stuff off. I got a grand total of 30 stitches done. It at least gives you an idea of what it looks like. Bye, guys.